Bengaluru. A delegation from the University of Tokyo, UTokyo, visited OP Jindal Global University, JGU, as part of its India tour, reinforcing cooperation in global education, innovation, and cross-border academic mobility. The discussions focused on student and faculty exchanges, joint and dual degree programs, and collaborative research initiatives. Both institutions explored innovative teaching formats, including co-taught courses and hybrid learning models. UTokyo officials appreciated JGU's efforts to expand students' global exposure and expressed confidence that increased student mobility would further strengthen India-Japan academic relations. The visit is expected to result in a forward-looking roadmap for deeper, long-term collaboration between JGU and UTokyo, supporting future-ready higher education partnerships.
Indian one, because the job hunting system is totally different from India. Because we Japanese university students and also international students have to apply workplace and each company directly, so that the students themselves have to find information. So that is the most important things. But we have university has a support system.
Traditionally, historically, if you are a student.
Thanks to the state auspices and also to the private sector, we now have more than 30 universities in Bangalore itself. A few of them in the public domain and many of them which are private universities. And these universities offer a broad range of programs ranging from engineering to law, medicine, basic sciences and humanities. So the kind of skilled manpower that we have in Bangalore is probably the best in the country. It was interesting to hear Dr. Rajkumar say that the number of Indian students in Japan are only 1,500. I think that this is a great opportunity for the University of Tokyo to strengthen its relationship with Indian universities generally and more particularly in Delhi and in Bangalore, and provide a forum for our students to educate themselves in STEM and other scientific educational practices, because that will help them to acquire good jobs. I also want to tell our esteemed colleagues from the press that after this, we are going to have a conclave on the impact of artificial intelligence on jobs. And that's a very important aspect, and we'll be keen to hear what Madam has to say about this, because generally there is a feeling today that artificial intelligence is going to impact adversely on jobs across the world.
I would also like to express my profound appreciation to Vice Chancellor Rajkumar and to all our colleagues of OP Jindal Global University for their vision, hospitality, and partnership. I represent a university that has been the leading institution of higher education in Japan for almost 150 years. We are constantly ranked #1 in the nation, and the Times Higher Education currently places us 26th in the world. We are proud of these achievements, but we also acutely recognize the need to move forward in both education and research to ensure continued excellence. To do so, we, as well as other universities in Japan, believe that deeper collaboration with India is essential, especially with a nation that has achieved such remarkable growth in recent years. So I am standing here this evening because, based on the long and deep ties between two countries, we hope to provide more opportunities for the young minds of India to study at Japanese universities. India and Japan have shared culture and deep connections throughout our history, as Vice Chancellor Rajkumar pointed out. Our nation's Buddhist faith, for example, can be traced in India, and we currently enjoy special strategic and global partnership, one of the most important international alliances we have with India. During Prime Minister Modi's August 2025 visit to Japan, both nations agreed to strengthen higher education collaboration and promote human resource exchanges, aiming to facilitate over 500,000 professional exchanges within 5 years. Yet, the number of students coming to Japan remains very small compared to other countries, currently standing at around a mere 1,600. The number from Japan, by the way, is even smaller. Although the number gradually increased over the past decade, we must increase this number for the future of two countries.
Bengaluru, as a part of an effort to host the India-Japan Higher Education Conclave, we are here with the University of Tokyo leadership team, led by their Executive Vice President, Professor Hayashi, as well as Dr. Shioyama. The vision of this visit of the University of Tokyo to India is to strengthen and deepen and expand the relationship between both the countries. There are 5 specific objectives of the visit. First is that the University of Tokyo would like to explore and develop a deeper understanding of the Indian higher education system and the Indian wider ecosystem for learning and the pursuit of various degree programs across Indian universities and colleges. The second objective of the visit is to understand the Indian regulatory architecture as to how higher education is governed, what kind of rules and regulations exist, what are the various organizations that are involved in regulating higher education. The third objective is to, of course, establish a substantive collaboration with an Indian university. We are very fortunate that we are the first Indian university where the University of Tokyo has signed an agreement where we are looking at a short-term study abroad program where our students will be proceeding to the University of Tokyo in summer 2026. The fourth objective of this visit is to engage with the widest form of stakeholders across the education system, and that's why we had this conclave focusing on India-Japan higher education in Delhi, in Ahmedabad, and then today in Bengaluru. If you look at this conclave, it has attracted the finest educators of India, including school principals, college principals, school educators, counselors, as well as university deans and vice chancellors and others as a part of the conversation, both as panelists and also participating in the conversation. The last objective is to explore the possibilities of industry and academia interface, which also has a direct bearing on how the knowledge systems developed in universities can actually be beneficial to society. It is also important to mention that the visit of the University of Tokyo to India falls very closely with the wider ambition and aspiration of both India and Japan to build strong and substantive ties at the geopolitical level. As you are aware, both the Indian Prime Minister as well as the Japanese Prime Ministers, not just the current one but also the past Prime Minister, including the late Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, they have laid the foundations for a very strong relationship between India and Japan. Already, Japanese corporations have developed and are expanding their presence in India. Indian companies and corporations are also looking at Japan. The higher education piece is one of the missing pieces that this visit is trying to address. The reality is, despite all these developments, there are only 1,500 Indian students studying in Japan. Even if you look at other countries, such as, say, China, there are more than 1,25,000 Chinese students are studying in Japan. A relatively small country like Nepal, there are more than 60,000 students from Nepal who are studying in Japan. But when it comes to India, there are barely 1,500 students studying in Japan. We need to correct it, and we need to create a new imagination for Japan and Japanese higher education system within the Indian context. This visit and the visit to various other cities in India, including to the city of Bengaluru, is part of that effort to build that link, build that partnership, build that collaboration so that we are able to create a strong presence in both the countries.